Zeke Elliott ready to get this one started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Smith going to look to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They get this out quickly to the left side. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Hurts. They'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 41 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. And do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Gino now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up second down at the Raiders' 23-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second down and 4. Back to throw again. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow at reacting, this is going to be the result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Smith going to move him around.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion right goes Sutton. Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing now is Geno. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Smith throwing again. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Smith. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Smith. Able to find Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
21 more yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. Touchdown Raiders. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Geno's going to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a 1st down. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now Geno. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw is Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Hurts throwing right away. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not something you see very often.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Ready. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Completed over the middle. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Ready. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. They won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
A loss of a yard. It's now third.
They give it to him again. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they get to him. The fourth down gamble backfires with a sack, and it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Blown back in the back Some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Looking to his fullback now. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air, yet again. Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So now it's going to be third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those...
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to the well again. And he'll get them enough for a first down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
On third down, it's Hurts. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed here to Johnston. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Ravens looking to add to their advantage. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Has to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Jake Elliott is set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Down.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That's out the screen. It's Williams. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Trying on this 4th down. It's Young. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the dough.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air one out right away. Oh, great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. A gain of 48.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. The shotgun, Wilson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he's going to bring this one back. Less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. Good coverage by the kicking team. Out of bounds, shy of the 20. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll air one out for Higgins. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to look downfield once again. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be third down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the Ravens first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5.
So third and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on fourth down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Ravens out front, and we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they come up now, second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Third and goal for Hurts. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be back up now to start this drive. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway. So that'll cost them half the distance.